Welcome to Puvanur Aadhi Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Today we are going to learn Takadin Dimidin Dimi sequence using Gumki. Before I enter into the class, I will start this class with the Tirukkural. Pahal vellum kugayai kakkai ihal vellum vendarku vendum பொழுது. What is the meaning of it? காகம் தன்னை காட்டிலும் வலிமையுடைய கோட்டானை அதற்கு கண் தெரியாத பகற்பொழுதில் போரிட்டு வெல்லும். How a crow can win over an animal or any animal which is mightier than the bird. It's possible because it knows exactly what time it has to use its power. Because it knows that particular creature is blind during the daytime, and using that weakness, the crow can win over that bird or the creature. Likewise, a king, அதுபோல பகைவருடன் போரிட்டு வெல்ல கருதும் அரசர்க்கு ஏற்ற காலம் இன்றியமையாதது. What Tiruvallur says is, if a king has to win over the neighboring country or his enemy, he used to find a right tactics, a right time to approach and win over that. So it's a lesson from the crow, like we need to find the right time to do certain act in our life to be successful. With this good thought, I'm entering into the class. We are now learning Gumki and practical approaches of Gumki in all the lessons of all the tekas of Aadhi Thalam. We have covered quite a bit now. Today I'm going to take for Takadin Dimidin Dimi sequence, the conversion of all the lessons into Gumki lessons. I will also teach you a few other frills what you can actually try and play for the songs. Then we will do a grand revision of what all we saw as holistically for all the Gumkis right from the beginning. I'll summarize today. My approach would be for the next 3 classes would be I wanted to cover for Rupaka Thalam salient aspects of how to use Prayogas of Gumki. I will cover in Misra Chaputhala how you can go about playing Gumkis, how effectively you can convert, and then Ganda Chaputhala. These 4 thalas are the primary thalas. The reason why I'm covering it up is they are like 4 Vedas, 4 seasons of the year, like that. So it's very important. Once when I cover these aspects, all you need to do is take these learnings into other thalas, 35 thalas, and other rare thalas, and adapt it. Try to adapt, and if you have any clarifications, then it will be more of a review and analysis which you'll have going forward with me one-on-one so that I can correct those things. So that's the way to enrich your knowledge on the usage of Gumki, which is a specialized subject. So getting into the subject, Takadin Dimidin Dimi. I would deem this as one of the masterly sequence whomsoever had formulated is phenomenal. Because if you look at all the sequences, it's a rearrangement of dim and nam, and they had made it so beautifully. Ta din dinna, taka dimi dimi taka, taka dimi tata dimi, dimi ta dimi di naka, taka dimi taka junu, tangu tadin, tadin tangu, taka din dimi din dimi. When you ulta it, when you reverse this taka din dimi din dimi, dimi ta dimi din naka. So everything sounds different, everything is Sarvalogu, but each pattern has its flavor and beauty. So, the vanilla part, let's get into the sequence now. first rule of thumb is right positions of these things. Then the clarity by which you play all these things. Then the speed, couple of speeds you should be comfortable with. If you are okay with the speed, try to go one level up. As long as your hand is not getting tied, it's loose, it's good. It's a good symptom that you're doing it well. If your hands are getting withdrawn from you, you need to, as I told you, the technique, you need to free your shoulder, you need to free your elbow. You should try to play here, but not with loose. Not loose, but with a lot of grip. My hands are only moving here. So that's important. Now, when you are playing slowly, when you are playing key, instead of key, you should also try to play instead of key using only this finger. This finger force is equal to this force. You will not get it immediately with this force. I'm almost getting the balance of the same force, but you should initially when you play, you will not get this force. When you play this instead of key, you should get the sound using this finger. You should get that stroke force there, then you can play faster. Then it's a combined way of playing. Here, the combination has got a logic. Open, close, 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 open, open, open. The logic, using the logic, you should pad up the dome. You cannot pad up the dome at whatever place you can. Conversion of this lesson now into Gumki. That is Takadindimi. So it's beautiful. As I told you, Takadindimi, practice separately with the dome, with the logic, then slowly convert each line as applicable as to convert into Gumki. You have to play like this. That's how you should practice and then tie it up with all gumkis. Now there are some special, to summarize now, you learned the way of converting a dhum to a gumki. That's what you learned. Then I told you wherever possible in Balapadam like Takadina, Junutaka, Takadina, Talangudum, Talangu, Takat Talangu, Takadimi Talangu, Dhumketa Takatari Ketataka, Guguna Ketataka, Kitadu Ketataka. Wherever this dhum is there, try to see whether you can change that with a Gumki lesson. These are all the basic practical approaches like warm-up exercises. Next is what we saw, conversion of Taddim sequence into a Gumki padam. How did we do? Played all the sequence underneath that. So I want you to consciously go to the lesson and then see how you can convert all these into the Gumki lessons. Next one, what we saw in Tadin Dina sequence. This is a masterly four-liner. So you need to go with the different speeds because this can go very well with the song, any song. Go play all the family of lessons, Kedatakadim family, Talangudim family, Takadanadim family. As I told you, you should have the lighter shade and the darker shade. When you are playing Gumki, don't play all the lines with only Gumki. That will be like a dull presentation. You should have the ruggedness of the phrase, you should have the melody of the Gumki. It should be a combination. Sometimes both should not be there, it's only the right side. Without anything, without Dhum and Nam, if only the right side will score a point. With the phrase it will score a point. With Gumki it will score a point. A combination it will score a point. So it should have all the aspects. You should try that you balance it out in a holistic manner. The next sequence what we saw is Taka Dimi Dimi Taka. You have to get that roller beautifully. You have to get entirety with clarity. I'm explaining you because if you do this and if you get the speed, it will go very well with the song. The next sequence what we saw is Takadhimi Tatatimi. advanced lessons by which you can apply. This all I'll teach you in level 6 as you move along with the comparisons of how the exterior with one's company, especially Trichy Sankaransa, how he uses this to sustenance of so many avardhanas with varieties. I want you to try this. The next one, Taka Dhimi Tatha Dhimi Takata Dhimi Tangadega. All these you can play. The next sequence what we saw is Dhimtha Dhimi Dhinaka. All these you can play with Thalam Gudagadim, Tagodi Gudagadim, use all the Gumki lessons. Takadinadingida. All this you should get. Tangadingida, Takadinadingida. Takadina, that you have to push that and get that right to Tangadingida. Every time this Takadinadingida should sound reverberation, you should get that Gumki. You have to play that with sustenance because your nerve tends to pull, but you have to practice. Then this Takadimi Takajuno. Phrases. That's why I continued and summarized so many things into this class. So you need to take segment by segment, practice segment by segment, connect everything and get that perfection. I hope you get this perfection of this in Aadhi Thala. I'll see you in the next class with the perspective of Gumki in Rupaka Thala. I'll conclude this class with the Tirukural. பருவத்தோடு ஒட்ட ஒழுகல் திருவினை தீராமை ஆர்க்கும் கயிறு. What is the meaning of it? அரசன் காலத்தோடு பொருந்த தொழிலைச் செய்தல் செல்வத்தை தன்னிடமிருந்து நீங்காமல் கட்டி வைக்கும் கயிறாகும். What is the meaning of it? அரசன் காலத்தோடு பொருந்த தொழிலைச் செய்தல் செல்வத்தை, if he has to go along with the what is available, along with the time, whatever is rightfully done, whatever it can be done rightfully, he needs to do those acts at that time. If he does like that, he preserves the wealth like tying a rope towards him so that he doesn't lose any of his wealth. And that's the meaning of it. He has to ensure using the right time and do go along with the time frame and do what is actually needs to be done. So with this good thought, I'll conclude this class. I will see you in the next class with more transformational exercises and miscellaneous talas, Rupaka Thalam, Mishra Chapa Thalam, Ganda Chapa Thalam. We will see some perspectives of how to convert those sequences as well to Gumki lessons. And then we will also extend that to whatever the thalas we have learned, and then we will delve in this Gumki concepts for about 6 months, and you will see a big transformation happening in your playing. Pranams.